Hello, welcome back to the channel. It is Rabbitru. This is a Starcraft Broodwar remastered laddercast, and we have a game today between Soma, who is our ASL 20 champion, and our red Zerg spawning in the top left of Radeon 1.2, and he is playing against an up-and-coming professional Protoss player by the name of Airfu. So AIRFU. And that's just what it says, so don't blame me. But yeah, so as I mentioned in a few recent casts, we've been in the lab, we've been figuring out who everybody is. The community has been massively helpful. Big shout out to the guys on the seawall.gg Discord, and for just the people that created the app. It's been a real game changer for those who want to follow the professional StarCraft scene, and for those who want to cast StarCraft. So thank you for everything you guys do. If you haven't checked out seawall.gg, do go and check it out. It's a great place to get ladder games and to learn about all your favorite players and what they're up to. And they have a Patreon, and I think it's definitely worth supporting what they've done for the game. So we're just opening with a overpool as our Zerg and a gateway, port gateway for our Protoss, and we will see how things evolve from here. Something else I just want to shout out is the KCM. So Sayanasi and Shun commentated together, and it is incredibly entertaining. And it's like a King of the Hill style. The professionals all play against each other, race wars. And I watched it yesterday, and Snow was just absolutely unstoppable, which was really cool to watch. He actually played against Soma, and it was the first time in a while that he'd managed to get one over the ASL champ. Obviously Snow being the runner-up, that would have been quite sweet. But what a great place just to be on top of the meta, to see what the pros are up to, and just to enjoy some good StarCraft. So obviously the ladder is where a lot of these builds are practiced and perfected and all those good things. And yeah, just love the work from San and the KCM guys, and highly recommend that you check them out. Alrighty, so we are going with the 3 Zealots into Nexus, which is pretty safe. You can kind of get a Zealot and a pylon up on the ramp and close off here, and not be too vulnerable to Ling harassment, although, yeah, so that's the setup he's going for. Oh, but he's let them all in the front door. Oh no. Okay, so some Soma Lings are in the house. This is just going to be annoying. The pylon would have been part of his build anyway, so I don't think that's a major disruption. No damage so far, just taxing the APM of the Protoss back. It does pick up a probe. Meanwhile, the other 2 Zealots have been sent across the map to do some harassment of their own. They're probably going to go behind the mineral line. And 1 Zealot has been sent home to deal with this. Cybernetics core is not yet on the way, but this cannon is about to warp in. Oh, it denies that cannon. That is such a pain. Oh man. Just with 4 Lings, that really hurts. And I was going to send some more Lings to harass. Our Protoss could be in trouble here because he's left this wall wide open. Oh no, he's going to lose this cannon again. Oh, this is becoming painful to watch. Soma is just giving this kid an absolute hiding here. The Lings have now got speed. Third base is up and running. Tidies up the Zealot harassment that he was facing himself pretty nicely. And so we have 3 hatcheries, Speedling, and we'll see what take the progresses into now. Some more Lings in the house here. Still doesn't have a cannon that's actually got up. This one's about to get up. Should help him finally stabilize. But with speedlings in here, he's going to be in here all damn day. The cannon up though, he's able to send in a few more zealots to help. Let's pick off that ling, which is useful. Stargate on the way, a couple of overlords. So did get himself supply block, did our Zerg. +1 ground attacks on the way. Still no lair, so I'm going to presume it's going to be Hydras. It looked like he was going to have some sort of ling flood. And he still is making lings here. Is he just going to jump on him here with all these lings? Let's know. Who knows? Who knows? Let us see. Let us see. So he's making drones behind this. I think he's kind of hedging his bets. Still got these lings in the house. Can you believe it? Probably there's a cannon here would just make his life so much easier. It's preventative against mutas and drops. And we'll just allow him to focus on his build and not these lings. Well, he knows it's Hydras. No secret there. It's going to be at least 4 hatch Hydra and the lair coming in now. So a bit of a mixed tech tree, which Soma has become very well renowned for. Picking off 2 probes. Oh, this is so annoying if you Protoss. Still hasn't made a cannon. Just trying to make a tighter Sim City here. Makes himself a goon. What says we're just going to get some decent scouting info. Okay. 1 more left. 14 hit points. 4 hit points. 1 more hit and the ling pressure is thing of the past. So the legs are about to come in as well. Could see a counter attack in Protoss, yeah. I think as legs hit, you could expect that. I'm going to shred these lings pretty quickly then. So it's going to scout the lair and see no spire. It's basically 5 hatch Hydra at the stage. So sending out some zealots. Probably going to pressure the 3rd base if I could hazard a guess. I'm wrong. Surround on the lings from both sides. I think it's going to make this a pretty favorable trade for Zerg. Although the +1 kicking in is definitely helping. Oh my god, he's losing all his overlords. Yeah, this attacked them pretty well for Zerg. I mean for Protoss. Getting a fair number of overlords. I think this is going to be the 5th one that he got from that exchange. This is a pity they didn't micro these zealots a bit better. They were attacking this hatchery where instead of being involved in the fight. I think he does pull back. And yeah, good trade now for our Protoss. So definitely more than in the game. It's going to add 4 new gateways. And I would hazard a guess to say going to be trying to set up to take a 3rd. Whole stack of overlords pops. They ain't going to be supply blocked for a while. Robo coming in behind this as well. So range, I think this next gateway ball that's going to come out with Storm, Speed Zealots, Ranged Dragoons. That's going to be the challenging one for Soma to hold, that's for sure. Overlords now have speed, and he's spreading them around the map quite rapidly, and I'm sending down a whole heap of Hydras. Gonna get another Overlord. No, he's not. That Overlord's gonna just. Oh, picked off the Corsair. Nice. Get away. Does have some Zealots out on the map, but I think probably gonna retreat. I do like this visual that Soma's got across the map with these Overlords. However, there is still a Corsair on the map, so can expect to be harassed. Protoss will happily fight here out in the open without the comfort of Sunkens and stuff, but this is quite a massive Hydras that's coming in now. Do we have any High Templars with Storm? We do. It's a marvelous thing. Making some space here to get out. Are we morphing in Lurker aspect? No, we're making drones and another hatchery. So I'm just quite content to still build up his macro. Doesn't feel too threatened by what is the impending 8-gate push that Protoss tends to do at the stage of the game as a pursuit of their third. This conga line though is not very good. If the storm though, they're so bunched up, but he doesn't storm. Okay. Just want to see if he's trying to set up to take a base or if he wants to engage. Does seem to want to take him on here, and also as I can see a bit of blue moving to where I would imagine he wanted to expand. Great storm dodge there. Another pretty good storm dodge as well. This one, yeah, that's okay. Oh wow, okay. Started out dodging a few beautifully, but he just had so many storms in his pocket. Used them all and used them very well. The mutas have arrived, which are their primary role is to snipe High Templar, but there's only a couple of them. And this could be quite a scary push here with the Dragoons and the Zealots. Doesn't have too much storm left, but has resorted to some static defense, which I think is going to be very useful. Storms though on these mutas, largely evaded though, nicely by Soma. But I think we're going to pick off a fair amount of units. Only a few reinforcing Hydras here. A couple more Dragoons do join the party. Those Sunkens have certainly paid their weight in gold. This hatchery could go down, which I think is a very valuable pick. It's going to still keep moving forward here, perhaps overextending a little. Not target firing the hatchery that's doing serious damage to these goons. More goons coming in though. Very good muta micro here. I must say that shouldn't be overlooked at all. However, some Zealots jumping on top of the Hydras. And these mutas are really paying their weight in gold. A couple of Zealots are jumping onto the drones, and Soma is facing all sorts of pressure here, but I think he's going to fend this off. I think our Protoss Press needs to slow down a little bit, get the space established. Does decide to keep moving forward. And just really taxing the attention of our Zerg in all corners of the game. Has to pull drones to tidy up these Zealots. And this should be the last of the attacks. And when all is said and done, we have loads of workers, very little army value. And potentially, we are very vulnerable to counterattacks. Some static defense, though, I think could help. And if we've resaturated our probe lines, because we've got the 60 worker count, yeah, I like this distribution of probes. This is good. We've got 3 gases running, which is good. I don't think this one is mining. He's glitched, which is an annoying Starcraft thing. Alrighty, well, what a fun game this has been. Our Protoss, after having a bit of a sloppy start, Airfu, this is the first game of his I've ever cast, where I've known him by name. And yeah, he's definitely giving a very good account of himself. Gonna get an observer out in case Soma's gonna go into lurkers, but it does seem to still be Hydra Muta at this stage. Does pick off that High Templar, very nicely done. Really good Overlord placement here. There's not a lot of Corsairs around anymore, so you can place your Overlords here pretty comfortably. 101 plays 120, so while it really looks like these trades have gone well for Protoss, Zerg has still managed to really power up, getting a 4th base here as well. And some decision making here for our Protoss is going to be key. I think if Soma holds one more big push, then it's going to be game over for our Protoss. Doesn't have any static defense left here now, so it's going to be army versus army. Let's get a decent amount of goons up here. A couple of these storms on the ramp I think will be critical. If these mutas are able to pick off these High Templars, that's also going to be huge. He ends up storming a lot of his own army, which is really quite frustrating. Surrounded by Hydras on both sides. All of these Dragoons are going to die. You do not beat our ASL champion easily. No matter how on the ropes he may look, he can just come back and make you look incredibly ordinary. That was a sick hold, very comfortably done, very well done. And yeah, I'm suddenly having some concerns for our Protoss friend. So we are streaming down with some Hydras, transferring to our newly established 4th base. And I imagine some pressure will be forthcoming on this base in the not too distant future. I think just wanted to confirm that that base was there. It's going to probably lose all those zealots. Quiet at the moment, so I'm trying to figure out, are we building up to a push on one of our Protoss bases perhaps? A lot of Hydras on the way. Kane ends up storming himself. I don't think Protosses have got really good counters to these High Templar snipes. Two of them do survive, but no energy left. Another base for Soma up here, so up to 5. 4 vs 5 is pretty even stuff though, from a PvZ perspective. Getting his drone saturation up above 50. Alrighty, I think we're gonna have a big engagement here now soon. This is what the Protoss army looks like. Pretty scary stuff. Lurker's now finally coming in, but it does have observers with the army. And the question is, what base is he after? He's just gonna go after this big Hydra ball over here. Try and knock down, I think he's gonna try and knock down these 2 bases in the top right. Once again, targeting down High Templars. Oh man, he hits every single one with the exception of one. That is so good. And now I think even though our Protoss is maxed, it's gonna have to try and fight him with no Templar. So he's running away. He's got 2 Templar here. Very widespread. Again, the mutas coming in. Does get 1 storm off, but he basically pips every High Templar. I don't know if it's actually going to matter though. Protoss has got such critical mass here that I think he's going to be able to wipe out this entire army, leaving Soma with very little to protect his top right bases, and he jumps out. Our ASL champion is lost to a very unknown Protoss player in what was an absolutely brilliant and very, very entertaining, albeit slightly short CVP. And I must say, I'm really loving the research on Seawall, that we can find these games with these top players on the ladder, showcase new, relatively unknown professionals like Airfu. I'll be watching more games of his. It's no wonder he's in the top 10 on the ladder globally, because he's an outstandingly good player. So wow, this was really quite something. I love these hidden gems that show up on the ladder. They're absolutely so worthwhile. So if you enjoyed the game, please do hit the like button, subscribe if you stuck with me thus far, and I'll be back soon. So until then, take it easy.